Being fake and being superficial is really one of the worst things you can do because it's like just saying meaningless words in a conversation. Hello, welcome to The Modern Lady, where you'll learn how to elevate your life with elegance. I'm Deborah. If you're new to my channel, please hit that red subscribe button so that you can get an update when I've got new videos to share. If you're returning, welcome back. Thank you ladies so much for your continued love and support for my channel. I appreciate and adore you all. In today's video, I want to talk to you about how to avoid being snobby. Snobby behavior, having a snobby attitude, is a huge turnoff to people around you. People at work, your coworkers, people in your social life, your friends, certainly your family, and definitely men. So you certainly want to do things in a classy and elegant manner and avoid being snobby in interactions with others. Now this video really truly is near and dear to my heart because unfortunately when I tell people about etiquette or I talk about what I do, they always associate having proper protocol and following etiquette principles as being snobby, and that's the exact opposite of what true etiquette and elegance is really all about. True elegance is about being kind, respectful, and having consideration for others instead of what we see in TV and movies where people walk around with their noses in the air. So this video is a fun one for me to share with you today. A couple of ways for you to avoid being snobby. The first way to avoid being snobby is to avoid buying things that you want to only have to impress other people. What this looks like is you buy something not because you like it, but just because it's popular or because other people around you have talked about it or other people maybe want it but they can't get to the store and buy it or they can't afford it. And you're buying something only to impress other people around you. That is never a good thing to do because you should only be buying things and spending your money on things that you truly love and admire. So one way to avoid being snobby is to not buy things that you are only purchasing for the purpose of impressing others. The second way to avoid being snobby is to not tell people only what they want to hear. Being fake and being superficial is really one of the worst things you can do because it's like just saying meaningless words in a conversation. Being a yes woman or telling people what you think they want to hear is not necessarily flattery. It's actually pretty disrespectful to do that. So instead of being fake and being superficial, you can be genuine and authentic in what you are sharing. Here's a great example. Let's say, for example, you're at a cocktail party and you're speaking with someone, you've just met them, and you compliment them on a necklace. You don't really like the necklace that they're wearing, but you compliment them anyway. You're being fake and you're being superficial. You're not being authentic and genuine. And it's really disrespectful to do that. So the best thing that you can do when you want to avoid being snobby is to not be fake and superficial in your interactions with others. The third way to avoid being snobby is to not act like you are better than someone else. If you are acting like you're better than someone else just because you have more degrees or you live in a better neighborhood or you have more money or you drive a nicer car, people choose how to spend their money and choose how to spend their time in life making investments in things that matter the most to them. So you are never better than someone else just because of a certain career choice or degrees that you have or different things that you've purchased. We are all amazing people on this planet, and I like to think of the playing field as very even, not necessarily just for certain people that grew up a certain way or lived in a certain neighborhood or drive a certain car that they're better than others. And so to avoid being snobby, you certainly never want to come off acting like you are better than someone else because that truly is just never true. It's something that is not really ever a factor to even consider. It's not important. We all have different talents and interests and skills and strengths and passions, and I believe that everyone is truly, uniquely, perfectly imperfect. No one is better than anyone else because of a possession that they have or a degree that they've achieved. We are all incredible and we all shine in our own different ways. Another way to avoid being snobby is to not wear clothing that is expensive and trendy. And a great example of that is something covered in logos. Different accessories like belts or handbags or shoes that are covered in luxury designer brand logos are really items that you can avoid wearing when you want to be classy and elegant rather than having a snobby appearance or wearing things to really hope that others are noticing the brand that you are wearing. So that is one way you can avoid being snobby, is by not wearing things that are expensive and trendy with logos and different things that identify easily whatever it is you may be wearing. The last way to avoid being snobby is to never spend money on things that you can't afford. A experience you can't afford. For example, going on vacation or going on a cruise, taking a first class flight to Bali or to Paris. If you can't afford something, don't do it. Don't do something, don't spend money on something that stretches you beyond what you're comfortable with. And this kind of goes back to the idea of doing something or purchasing something just to impress someone else. The best thing that you can do to be elegant, to be classy, is to just be yourself. Buy clothing that you enjoy. Buy clothing that is a reflection of your personality and your personal style. And just enjoy being yourself, being genuine, being authentic when you're sharing who you are, having conversations and meeting new people. You never need to say or do something just to impress someone else, because that's not the true authenticity and the true genuineness of what you are wanting to do in your life. And so the best thing that you can do to avoid being snobby is to just be yourself. Be comfortable and be confident in sharing and being who you are in this world around us. Always remember, ladies, when you let your true personality shine, people get to know you, the real you, and that's all people ever really want to know, is who you truly are. So never be afraid to let your light shine. Ladies, I hope you enjoyed this elegant inspiration and the advice in this video, ways to avoid being snobby. And the opposite of being snobby is, what would you call, being down to earth. So just being genuine, being down to earth is such a beautiful quality of being an elegant woman and being a classy woman. And so I hope you found this inspiration helpful and you learned something new in this video. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up to share some YouTube love. I would appreciate that. And I thank you so much for spending time with me at the Modern Lady YouTube channel today. I look forward to seeing you again in another video. Bye for now.